Hello everyone, Hoplite Mike back with another video. Welcome back to the Sparta Let's Play. In the first episode we took Adron and Athens and successfully defended Sparta from Rome. In this episode, Rhodes have attacked us at Sparta, so we're just going to jump into this one.
Now, lads.
So once again, this is Sparta. We're going to employ a similar tactic to last time. I do need to bear in mind that they do have reinforcements coming, so I'm going to line up everyone in the square, start the battle, and then just line everyone up. So it looks like most of their forces are coming from this side. Units are over here. 3 units. Yeah, they're more from this side. Okay, so I'm just going to get the troops lined up. I'll get the militia hoplites in front because I'd rather lose them than the actual hoplites. But we have a good garrison here. I just need to be wary that Rome are lurking as well, so if I take heavy losses, Rome can take advantage of that and just jump in and take Sparta. But we should be okay. Just going to fast forward this bit. Get the guys into shield wall. I think they have more missiles coming from this way, so I'll line up my general that way so the shield is facing the missile units. And okay, so militia hoplites, mass repel. They don't really have a strong army, Rhodian slingers. I do need a unit to defend this angle. What do they have here? General's bodyguard. Yeah, okay, it might just need to be my general then. I'll use the peasants first, hopefully that'll buy me a bit of time. Okay, so we're engaged here. There's these Cretan archers running. Surprisingly, they weren't firing the missiles. The Cretan archers are some of the best archers in the game. Be able to do fairly well against Cretan archers. Over here, what do we have? Militia hoplites. So similar to our hoplites, I think. And mercenary peltasts. Hoplite on hoplite action. And over here they've... Okay, so is that the general? Great. Okay, so we should get an edge now, and we just need the peasants to kind of hold up these Rhodian slingers. And the general over here, they died. Okay, so we're holding out okay in this fight. Losing their general is pretty bad for them. They'll take big morale penalties. Just need to make sure that we're not losing anywhere. Seems like on this side we're getting slightly overwhelmed. I might need to bring in the general. So let's hop right down. 43. These guys are down to 34. But they don't really have many forces on this side. They do have a lot of forces here. So the general comes back from routing. So I'm just going to bring the general in on this side. I think we need it. Our guys are getting surrounded here. Yep. Wavering. How are we doing over here? Peasants. So we are losing, but we should be able to hold them up. And over on this side, it's another one. The general's gone. Okay, but we are winning over this side. So, okay, they've got another unit of mission points as well. So yeah, this is quite a large Rhodes force. And we've won over this side. So let's bring in our guys over here. As, okay, they're starting to rout as well. Pretty difficult to tell who's hit, but this is our general hit. Arius of Sparta.
The enemy army is in flight. Pursue them. Drive them from the battlefield.
Yeah, so they're starting to match up. Okay, so I should have this one wrapped up fairly quickly. One over here as well. I'll just bring in these guys to deal with the Rhodian slingers. The peasants did their job. Spartan peasants, the best of peasants, and let's just chase down what we can. These generals' bodyguard. Okay, I might need to bring back forces to deal with that. These hoplites. Okay, so peasants held them up, and now we'll bring in the hoplites to finish them off. And they're just instantly routed at the sight of Spartan hoplites. Over here, got a general unit, which is no more. Okay. So now we just need to chase. So that, they shouldn't have many units. Oh, they do. They have units over here. Okay. They're all routed. They're all routed. Okay. So that should be it then. Just bringing in the short lights to deal with these archers, and I think that'll be it. Definitely need to get a wall at Sparta, just to help give us a bit more time when we're getting sieged. Oh, that's our first unit to go, my sharp lights. They only have morale 2, so that's to be expected. When they're off the square, they do break pretty quickly. The battle's still not won. Assuming they have. Okay, they've got mastery hoplites over here. I'll just bring in a few more troops to reinforce. This is Rhodes' last stand here. The mercenary hoplites. We are exhausted, so we're going to lose this very, very quickly. We're exhausted. But we've got some guys charging in who are just warmed up. So this should turn the tide, and that is the end of the battle. So I'll continue here just to chase them down. Don't know if there's any others we can go for here. This is obviously the problem with that cavalry, is that they can just get away, so I'm just going to fast forward this. Yeah, so heroic victory. We lost about half our troops and took them down to about 100, so not too bad. Yeah, so once again we have successfully defended Sparta. Unfortunately, Rome is still right outside the city, so I'm hoping we don't just get attacked straight away by them, but it is possible. As another faction goes, so the faction's really dropping like flies here. Macedon has a big stack coming towards Athens, which is probably because we moved out most of the garrison. And unfortunately, fortunately they can get round to Athens in the next turn. So in Sparta, we need to retrain everything, which takes up a fair bit of money. We should get some cav, and I do want to build a wall just because we're getting attacked so much. Okay, so Total League is right there. Wonder if we can bribe. Probably not.
You insult us.
It's worth a try. And I can't get through to this force. They're probably going to have to move back the guys to deal with this Macedon force coming down, unfortunately. And Rome will probably attack us next turn. What's happening here? Okay, let's get a trader in Macedon just to build that up a bit more. And let's get Rhodes in Athens. Okay, so let's move to the next one. I think we'll probably get attacked here. Yep, so as we expected, Macedon did attack. They've gone for Athens.
We are under siege!
Fortunately, the way the pathfinding works, I couldn't get back to
Sir,
Athens in one turn.
yes, strategos.
And Rome now has a full stack. Okay, so I want to build. We're out of money as well, so oh, that's because we're under siege. Okay. So yeah, now we're in a bit of trouble.
My lord,
We're gonna have to attack Macedon here.
prepare for battle.
So it's even, and they just have a lot of cab. We have a lot of hoplites, so it should match up fairly well. Unfortunately, the pikemen kind of outrange our spears, but yeah, we have to fight this one. So let's jump in.
Today, we look for a victory worthy
Okay, so
of
the good thing is that we're fighting on the downhill here, which is pretty good when you're using hoplites. Just want to get my guys into a line.
units. Run. Hoplites. Hoplites.
Two militia hoplites won't be much use, but we still use them on the flanks.
Go, go, go!
Hoplites. Militia hoplites. Go, go, go! Units, group.
Okay, I need these on either side.
Militia hoplites.
I don't want our militia hoplites in the middle of the line because they're the ones that are most likely to break, and I'd rather have a line break on the ends.
My lord. Go, go, go.
Go, go,
Yeah.
go! Gods be praised! The reinforcements
So,
are here!
we are
Send
up
them
against
to
it here.
fight. Dishearten the
And our
enemy.
reinforcements have come
The
from the bottom of the hill, so they're not going to come around in
The
time.
enemy have brought more men to fight.
Units.
I'm going to have to build
Hoplites. Units.
a box here, I think.
Units. Make haste. Hoplites. Units.
Got the Aetolians.
Make haste.
Oh, I didn't realise that Aetolians were in league with the Macedonians. But they do have a lot of cav,
Hoplite militia.
which is a bit of a danger given how
Hoplite militia. Units.
when
Make haste.
we have none.
Units. Make my lord. Move, move.
Sparta. Parry!
Units. Units. Double dive. Units. Make haste. Units.
So I need to protect the flanks here.
We're being attacked!
My lord.
Sparta. Go, go, go!
Units. Units. Double dive. Units. Units.
Okay, so they're moving out with some of their light lancers. Fortunately, we have some extra troops on this side.
Units.
We're being attacked!
Units. Double dive. My lord.
Okay, I'm just gonna attack their front line here.
Hoplite militia! Parry!
Need to make sure the guys get in the range to help there. Okay, they've instantly routed that. Yeah, there's not much I can do about that. Just need to make sure I can try and maintain a line here.
Release your hook line. Attack! Go, go, go! Hop lights! Hop lights! Hop lights!
Yeah, it's only the cavalry that are
Our ally has
a
been
problem.
slain. Now we will see if his men can hold in the face of this calamity.
Release your hook!
Kill them! Great God be praised!
Okay, that's the
enemy
general dead.
is killed. Fear makes a home in our enemy's
Let's get
hearts.
our plates in here. Okay, so it looks like most of the battle's happening over here. So our hoplites are way better than the pikemen. It's just their cavalry that's a problem.
Hop lights! Hop lights! Hop lights! Destroy them!
That's them routed. Okay, so we're doing fairly well.
Units, double time!
Let's bring our guys over here. We got. Oh, I didn't realise we had a unit over there. Okay, so we should be able to hold here. What are these? Peltas. They're not too much of a danger. Let's just keep running through here. Hoplites have all held. I think only the militia hoplites have routed. Okay, let's reform the line. And what's happening over here? It's not light lancers, that's light unit, I think. Okay, that's a militia cav general unit. We need to bring in our guys to reinforce over here. There is a militia cav unit there. These mercenary hoplites. Okay, so they've held up pretty well given that they have low morale. And they've routed fairly quickly. Yeah, almost instantly. The sight of Spartan hoplites is enough to make even the boldest of man fearsome. Okay, so some units coming in from the back here. Okay, we lost a few men in that charge, but Light Lancers won't do well in prolonged fights against hoplites. And I would expect this levy pikemen to break fairly quickly, which they have. Okay, so let's head up to these Peltas so we can stop them firing on us. And up to the militia cav. Unfortunately, we're just going to kind of get kited around here. I'm not sure if there's much we can do. As the Light Lancers coming from the back, hopefully we don't lose too many units in this charge, and that's them routed instantly. So I just need to try and deal with this general unit, which I think is the only thing keeping them going. Just going to fast forward this. Okay, so they've finally come in, and that's them routed, so I would expect the rest of their forces to rout fairly quickly. These levy pikemen are holding pretty well. They do have 50 men right now. I'm still getting fired in the back. Really don't want the general to die. Because their generals come back from routing. Okay, that's them routed, and over here the general has made contact with their Peltas. So let's just keep going here. Not sure where this unit is. It's way on the other side. So I mean, we have basically beaten them now. I think I'm just going to fast forward this just to.
My lord!
Going to converge it. I think our guys will be exhausted. Yeah, they've been running around.
The gods be praised!
Okay, so that's them routed and
now they
militia
flee.
cav here. These peltas are still. I'm just going to have to chase down these peltas. That's the only way to get them to stop firing. And general unit is routed. And now we just have these peltas. I'll just fast forward this. Okay, that's the end of the battle, so I'm just going to chase down everything here. Or chase down as much as we can. But yeah, we lost a lot of units in that, but we had to deal with Macedon. I didn't realise that Macedon were allied with the Aetolian League, which will make things a bit more tricky. Absolute bloodbath over here. Okay, so we lost about half of our forces, but did okay. Marching Outbacks took a lot of casualties inflicted. Surprised by that. And took Macedon down to 250 troops, so not too bad. We will be able to retrain our force at Athens. Okay, so we've dealt with Macedon, who have retreated back into Corinth. Fortunately, the Aetolian League still has what looks like a fairly big force just outside of Athens. The key is that we need to get our forces back to Athens to retrain them. So this is going to be, which we can't afford it. So that is a problem. Rome's still outside of Sparta. I probably need to wait till next turn to be able to retrain stuff. I don't have the money to build anything, so fortunately we still have a turn to wait. We have our walls up, so they won't be able to just attack us straight away. Thermon has one unit. So if I'm able to take Thermon, I can actually wipe out their forces, but the chances of getting around there is pretty slim to none, I would say. Yeah, I'll pass turn now. As another faction goes. So in Athens, okay, so the Aetolian League didn't siege us in Athens, which is good, which now means that we can retrain our hoplites. We don't have much in the way of income. We've been blockaded. Yeah. So we need a fleet. Can't afford one. So the Barians cost 660. So we're just under that. So that's an issue. I wonder if I can get a ceasefire with
our patience is limited. Surely you jest.
No.
I shall be quick.
Our
patience. Surely you jest.
No. Okay. So yeah, it's going to take us some time to get a Byrene or a boat. So I'm just going to retrain what we can. Actually, that means we can't afford a boat next turn, so Right. So I actually can't retrain anything to be able to get the boat, so I need to pass turn again. As Macedon sieges us again in Athens.
We are under siege!
Okay, so now we can build a boat, but probably worth it to retrain our troops first. Because I'm going to need everything that we've got for Macedon. Rome's still lurking outside Sparta, they've not made a move. It's likely that Macedon will attack us next time, but that's fine. We basically just need to deal with their forces until they give up, which usually happens after a couple of battles. So I'll just pass there. I'm expecting them to attack next turn. Okay, Macedon did not attack. We can't retrain our units until we've dealt with siege. We do have a bit of money, so might try and bribe them again. Can't find our is here.
Be quick. Our patience, you insult us.
No.
Be quick. Our patience, you insult us.
Didn't work. So the problem is with Rome outside of Sparta, not much I can do until Macedon attacks me and I basically deal with this force. Although they have stopped sieging, they've stopped blockading the port. I just need to pass down until they attack. Yeah, they have finally attacked. So they've got some heavy cav, 2 units of pikemen, but nothing we shouldn't be able to deal with. Okay, so now we're defending Athens. It's a bit easier to defend than Sparta because it does have the stone walls. But having said that, I've not got many missile troops, so I'm going to pull most of the guys back to the square for the defence. May as well leave the missile troops to get some extra fire down. The arrow towers and the stone walls can do quite a lot of damage. I think I'm just going to start until there and then I'll get the guys lined up. I'm expecting most of their troops to come through this way or this way. You don't have any reinforcements, so it could be the case. Fortunately, we weren't able to retrain our hoplites, but should still be okay. Just need to make sure we don't lose the general. Got these hoplites. Okay. So here is Athens. The ram should set on fire. No, we didn't quite get it there.
The ladders have reached the walls, but the enemy have to still get inside the settlement.
The ladders are at the walls, which means I'm going to pull back the missile troops there. They've used almost all their ammo anyway. And I'll just fast forward until Macedon make it to the square.
At the walls with the towers. Now only swords and brave hearts can hold this place.
Yeah, so
Look to the inner defenses. The
This
walls
is
have
it then?
fallen to the enemy, and the gods have abandoned us.
Macedon make their way through. It might be that most of the forces come down this way, which means I'll reallocate my forces. The general finally comes down from the top of the hill there. I think that phalanx spike went up a morale of 4, which is still pretty low. So if we can get their general, they'll break quite quickly, and I can hear the arrows coming down from the. Oh, these towers are doing a lot of damage. So now that they've won through that, they'll take control of this tower, so the arrows will stop firing on them, or they should do. Yep, so here we go then. Here's the first blood is drawn on a light lancer. The charging head first into spearmen with cavalry is generally not advisable. Just going to get the Altas here just to get a few missiles off.
Quickly.
I don't think there's any units coming around from the other side. Nope. Yeah, I'm just going to fast forward again until Macedon reaches in the square.
Waiting for orders. Units.
Okay, so here we go. They have sent their general in. Macedonian cavalry straight into the spears again. So hopefully we can deal with their general. Yep, that's the general gone, so they're going to take big morale penalties. Hopefully we can win out from here. They're getting pushed back, but we're doing okay. And around here they've just got loads of levy pikemen. So what's happening over here. Units seem to be coming in one by one. I'm just going to get these guys a bit more involved here. And I'm going to reallocate. Well, do I need to reallocate? Probably not right now. I'm just going to get my hoplites around here so we can just sort of use them to flank. These phalanx pikemen are quite hard to take down from the front, but once you get them from the side, they generally lose fairly quickly. Yep. And now we've got them surrounded. Shouldn't last long at this stage. No flanking units, it seems. And over here, let's get these hoplites involved. I'm just going to bring in the Peltas as well, so that we've got the phalanxmen surrounded. It's generally the best way to deal with the phalanxmen, is to try and flank. And over here, I'm seeing Macedonian units routing, which is always a good sign. Okay, that's the last phalanx pikeman unit, I think. That's just one over here. Levy pikemen. Yeah, the levy pikemen and they have morale too, so they won't last long. Now what's that? Macedonian cav. So I need to be careful when I'm chasing them down because Macedon have taken control of some of the towers, so the arrows will fire on me. Okay. So I think this battle is just about won. Can't see any Macedonian units. Oh, right. There's a... That's the general unit there. Let's go for them here. As they crash upon our spears. Okay, so that's them dealt with. So, that's them routing. And that's about it. I'll let the... Oh, the tower's not firing them, so they must have taken control of all the towers along the side, so I don't really want to chase them down there. What's this here? A unit of Phalanx pikemen making his last stand. That was it, that was literally the last man there, so I think we're now just waiting for them to flee from the battlefield. Oh, wait, there's a unit here. Levy pikemen. I'm just going to fast forward this bit. Be fairly quick, and I'll continue just so that we chase them down as much as possible. And there's the units leaving the city. So I'm not going to chase them down just because they have control of these towers here, so we'll get fired on by the arrows. But a successful battle nonetheless. Really need to make sure that I retrain the troops after this, or else we'll be in trouble. So I think this is the last Macedonian unit leaving the city. Right, so there it is, heroic victory. We lost about, what's that, 80 troops and took them down to 43 from 1,000, so good fight there. Wonder what did most of the damage. Mercenary hoplites, peltas, cool. Okay, so we have successfully fended off Macedon again. So I'm hoping at this stage they might kind of give up on trying to battle us, but we'll see what happens. Totally League have a big force here, so they might do something. No, they're just going to stay put. It's another general, always like to have more cavalry, so we will of course accept. And we finally have a bit of income to be able to kind of do something here. So let's retrain our forces, get another unit of hoplites, train up some actually it's probably a good idea to invest in buildings here. So Sparta we can already recruit the cav now that we've got the stables, so I want to getting a wall would be quite nice to be able to defend it easier. But getting the communal farming sounds like a better idea just to get the population growth going. It's actually nearly a city, which would give us access to those armoured hoplites. And I want to recruit another unit of hoplites in Sparta as well. Or another unit of cav actually. So we've kind of stabilised now. I'm not sure if Macedon has any other forces coming up.
Yes, my lord.
No, Larissa is not well defended. Right, I'm gonna take this opportunity to go up and take Larissa, I think. I don't know if we'll get the opportunity again. Okay, if you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe. In the next turn, I'm going to take a force up from Athens to Larissa just because it has such a small garrison. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.